Many people, one of the big problems I find with a lot of karate people I've trained with is their lack of ability to hit off angle. They can hit perfectly straight as long as they maintain this framework, right? As long as they're in the frame, everything is just fine. But what you find when you're sparring or you're doing self-defense or you're wrestling around, a lot of times you get pushed to angles and directions that you have to learn how to throw off angle. When you go into any school, you'll find there'll be a couple people that have natural God-gifted ability to do such things, but the majority of them don't. And they struggle because when they get pushed off angle, they have to come back to their framework before they can do their work, and it's slow. Two reasons for this. Like I said, most people don't know their body, and also that's how it's taught. We're taught to be very stiff, very rigid, very in the frame, everything perfect where it belongs. But fights aren't like that. Where I feel most people lack is they don't understand their point of balance. So everyone says, here's your point of balance, right? That's your hara, your tandien, whatever you want to call it. And there's your center. And that's great because you want to maintain your center so you use it to distribute weight properly. It's physics. But we like to hold that center and never give up position. When you really understand it, you'll understand that there's two centers. There's your center here, which is good for rooting and heaviness. And then there's your center here, is the point your upper body rotates around. So, this is the center here, right? And there's your solar plexus, and there's the middle of your chest. Most people want to move like this. But if you're at your solar plexus, your chest and your hara, what happens is you have to learn how to rotate around like this if you're going to hit effectively off angles. So, simple drill. If you place your hand here and you start moving your hips, right? This is okay. But now what I want you to do is take this and I want you to rotate these two like I did with that stick around this point. Now, this is going to look silly, I understand. But there's a point to this. Your body is always looking for a counterbalance. Or if you're on a four-wheeler and you're taking a turn, what do? You lean into it, right? So some is here, some is there. You watch skiers do this when they go down, right? When they're taking turn, they'll ski and they have to because if I just go like this, I fall. I need to have a counterbalance which keeps me in line. But if you're a rigid person who's very stiff by nature, there's no ability for you to do this because you're going to try and hold this framework. And that does not allow you to come off angle. So if I get pushed, if I go like this is great. But if someone really collapses in on me hard and I have to change angles, do you see how I have to kick to create power to come back over the top? So your body has to change. Watch, it's like a circle. See that little? And what happens is once you go into the spin, you create speed on your techniques. So when you're moving, there are times you have to hollow out. Like say it was a knife. Like I want to come in, I want to get out of the way. When I do that, I counterbalance, but it allows me to come back. There's always this in the body, and then it wants to come back to center. Eventually, it always comes back. I'm making this really big so you guys can see this, but realistically, you want to come off the lines and off the angles. Also, you know, when you learn punching like this, what you learn really quickly is people learn how to defend that really fast. Because you're just coming on one line, right? There are a lot of times, especially when you're sparring, you're defending yourself, that you need to come on a different line or a different angle. Because if you just go like this, they're going to stop it all the time. The only way to do that is to find the balance in your body so you line up properly. So try it. Like, it's so hard for people because they're just so dead determined to go like this and stay here. Instead of understanding that your hips have got to kick and your shoulders have got to move and you have to find directions to throw different things, or you're always just going to be stuck being this guy.